Old Wounds and Forever Afters, A Shakespeare Masquerade by Michelle P. Chambers. Chapter 2. The small auction house car park had been full to capacity, and she'd had no choice but to park her car a few streets away. She wasn't afraid. Evenly spaced street lamps burned brightly enough in the quiet lane, and light spilled from intermittent windows of closed shops onto the dark pavement. But she wasn't in the mood to dawdle either. She tried to quicken her pace, but the biting winds that whipped through her hair and stung her face hindered her progress. She just wanted to get home and take a long, hot bath, and maybe drown her sorrows in a glass of Merlot before she had to face the world of men again. She snorted inelegantly and mentally corrected herself. Not men. Neil McFarlane's. The world of Neil McFarlane's. She brushed the back of her hand across her cheek and wiped away the futile tears. What did it matter who shared his bed or his life? Neil and Polly were meant to be. They were who people called the perfect couple. It was Polly who matched him in sophistication and lineage. Magdalena had learned that lesson the hard way 9 years ago, when Lady McFarlane, Neil's mother, had cornered her near the stables behind Cadwallader Castle, Neil's ancestral home. Polly is an intelligent and lovely young woman, from good, aristocratic stock, Lady McFarlane had said. You are nothing more than a summer fling, a momentary diversion for my son. Do you honestly think he will forfeit his inheritance for you? Because that is the sacrifice he will have to make if he truly wants to be with you. Neil is 20. He is set to inherit Cadwallader Castle when he marries, as long as the marriage is not distasteful to us. He does not know what it is to be penniless. Would you take him away from his family, Magdalena? Would you ask him to deny his birthright? You're a fool if you think social hierarchy no longer matters. And let's be honest, in our world, marriage is a business, and you simply do not have anything to offer. Magdalena shook away the taunting echoes of the past and bit back the pain of another distant, heart-wrenching memory. She brushed away the hot tears clinging to her lower lashes. The joke had been on her. She got it. Neil was a hereditary peer, and she'd been the housekeeper's daughter. He'd had a silver spoon shoved up every orifice since birth. She'd had to work hard for every bit of luxury she now possessed. Her steps faltered beneath the street lamp as the first splashes of icy rain fell in large drops onto her eyelashes and onto her cheeks. She raised her eyes to the silvered clouds. This night was just getting better and better. She pulled the collar of her coat up around her ears, then wheeled about at the faint sound of her name rising above the strong wind. She took a step backwards and curled her gloved fingers tighter about the red glass dragon keychain in her hand. A part of her told her to get to her car and drive away, but somehow she couldn't tear her eyes away from the hunched silhouette striding purposely towards her.